G'day everyone, thanks for tuning in again. So we're now 4 weeks out from the marathon. I think I got 4 weeks left of training. So again, this week's been a pretty good week. I started off a little bit sore Monday and Tuesday, just a little bit tired in the legs from running up Mount Warren Heap on the Sunday beforehand. So I didn't do a proper tempo run on the Monday night. I still ran, I think it was 8.5 Ks something with the dog, but I just tended to take it that little bit easier. Didn't want to push or anything. And then on the Tuesday, I went for a run with a mate again. He took me out to some hellhole hill that normal people shouldn't run up, but he likes running up it, so we went up that. I think I was about 3/4 of the way up before it broke me. So I wouldn't say that was a successful run, but it's actually a really nice loop still. So I ended up incorporating that into my long run further down, but I'll get to that as well. But yeah, as I went for the run with him, and that was a really good loop. I think we ran just on 11 Ks for our 60 minutes because he's training for marathon as well. So works out well for both of us to have that. We both have that 60-minute run on the Tuesday, so that works in, and it's just good to run with someone else. He is a lot quicker than me, but he runs slow so I can keep up. Helps me feel good. So Wednesday I had the night off, just took it easy, and then Thursday got out again for another 60-minute run around work again, just through the hills. Again, that worked out to be just a touch over 60 minutes and a little bit over 11k. Again, sitting around that, I think it was a 5:25 or something average. So sort of keeping that pace up and running well through the hills, which is sort of helping to get a bit of confidence back. And again, still feeling good when I'm running again. So that's been just a nice change to previous weeks where I've been feeling like crap and then feeling good and then feeling crap. Just have a few really good runs. That's really helped. And by Thursday, the legs were feeling good again, and no sort of niggles or anything from the weekend, and just happily running along. Friday I got out again for another 10k or 60 minutes, and I think it was about 10.5k, just a cruisy run with the dog, just taking it easy around home, but again still feeling good. And then so Saturday I actually got caught up doing other things, so didn't get a chance to get out. But then Sunday got out nice and early for my long run. Worked out to be 27 Ks, I think it was, that I ran. Just a little bit shy of those 3 hours. I think it was like 2 3/4 hours, somewhere around there. But even though it did actually feel really good, felt good for sort of the first 20-ish Ks or so. And then I decided I think I incorporated a little bit too much hill work, and the legs just started to feel really heavy and really tired. Every time I tried to push up the hill, there was just nothing there anymore. The loop that I chose was, I guess to my thinking, a little bit too hilly. It wasn't just rolling hills that I sort of like. There was a few sections there where it was just long, sustained climbs. A couple of Ks where you're just non-stop climbing, and it's not like 10 meters or something. One of them, I think it's like 140 odd meters over 2 kilometers or something like that. So I think I just cooked myself a little bit too hard. I did go out at a nice steady pace just to try and take it easy. But again, I don't think I factored in the amount of hill work I was going to be doing. So still happy with the run and how it went. Would have liked it to have gone a little bit better. But I still did use a couple of gels, just sort of, because I was switching the gels now that I've been using to something else after marathon. I sort of had a bit of gut fatigue, and it was just too sweet towards the end of the race. I couldn't really stomach the gels that I was using, even though I've been training with them for ages. So I'm trying something different this time, and so I did actually use them on the long run this weekend, and there was sort of no issues there. It's like a weird, I don't know, it's slightly sweet, but it's just a gel that you can sort of have a little bit and then not have to have the rest straight away. It doesn't like run out of the packet or anything. You can just hold it for a bit and run along. So getting used to them. They feel all right. I've tried them as well. I used them for the ultra that I ran at the start of the year as well, with no issues. So hoping to continue that into the marathon coming up. But yeah, like I said, so 27k, I think all up it was about 6-minute Ks on average. So that's a bit slower than I'd like it to have been. But at the same time, I think it was like a 450 meter gain, somewhere around there, maybe 500, something like that. It was just good to knock out those hills, and I guess at the end of it, I wasn't really stressed about the speed, especially since one of the hills did break me, so I walked that, and that was like a 9-minute K or something. So that sort of adds on to everything else. But you know, when I was able to get moving and run, I was happily sitting around that, so 5:45s or something, which is what I wanted to train at for the day. But like I said, too many hills, so it's taken its toll on the pace and took its toll on me a bit. But still took a bit of confidence from the run, and come this week I'll be planning to do a similar thing again, except this time I might go a little bit where it's a bit flat. You know, I'll go the lazy way and keep it nice and easy, a bit flat, and again be looking at that sort of 30k's. But yeah, that's more for next week. So what else am I going to do next week? Again, I'll be doing the tempo run come Monday, get out with the dog and knock out a few Ks. Might actually go for sort of 8-ish Ks, so 4 on, 4 off. We'll see how I'm feeling when I get going. Hopefully there's no issues from the long run today, but we'll see how it happens. I imagine I might be a little bit tired in the legs, but won't know till I get moving. They're a little bit sore now, but a bit of time before now and then. Tuesday, hopefully get out with my mate again, do another 60-minute run around work, see what we do there. Should be a good run again though, through the hills and everything. Thursday again, that's going to be a 60-minute run, looking to maybe stretch that one out. Just trying to build up a few more Ks throughout the week, a bit more time on the legs, and coming into the closing stages of my training, I just want to make sure everything's feeling okay and that I've got no issues with doing those Ks. Friday, I'll be looking at just cruisy run again, and then Saturday, I reckon I'll be out for park run, knock a few Ks off after that, and then take it easy and get ready for my long run Sunday, which, as I was just saying, again, I'll be targeting that 30 Ks, at least go, get that 3 hours, maybe a bit more. But yeah, looking at sort of holding the pace a little bit longer, somewhere a little bit flatter so I can hold that pace a bit longer. Yeah, just trying to get that confidence up again. So I took some confidence from the run earlier, but yeah, with the hills, it's sort of, you start questioning whether or not it's my fitness or was it the hills, am I right to go or not. So doing one on the flats, that should help me sort of put anything there to rest. And I think looking at the schedule, it might actually be my last main long run before I start backing off a bit. I have a feeling I might actually have in my plan to drop back to sort of 25 and then 15, and then that should take me back to the actual marathon. So I'll have to check that. If it is the last chance for a proper long run, then I'll definitely be having to make sure I get that out and that it is a successful run. Otherwise I'm going to be carrying a bit of doubt into the run in Canberra, and the last thing I want to be doing when I'm standing on the start line there is doubting whether or not I can actually run it properly or not. Especially since I'm hoping to go somewhere near my 4-hour target to see how I've improved. So if I'm going into it in worse state than I was last time, then it's going to knock me around a little bit. So hopefully that goes fine, but we'll find out how it goes. Like I said, feeling good on my runs at the moment. All my runs felt good this week. There was no sort of anything there where they just feel trashy or anything. The first couple for the start of the week, a bit tired-ish in the legs, but that's from the run on the weekend. I imagine I might have the same thing again this week, but that's quick to recover and get yourself rolling again. So that will do for this week. Thanks for watching, and hopefully the training you're doing at the moment is going along well and you're working towards your goal. As normal, if you've got any questions, drop them below. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all again next week. See ya.